Okay, I just filled up at Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm, Oakdale, Minnesota. There was 8 days ago, just to the south of me at the intersection, a 51-year-old guy tried to cross Highway 36 on his bicycle. Tried to cross it. He wasn't going with the traffic. And he timed it wrong. Got hit by an SUV going 50 miles an hour. And, oh boy, that's a fast click. And died. As I came through here, and he was laying on the pavement, and there was already 3 people. I think a state patrol officer and 2 other people around him. He was laying on the pavement. I pulled into the gas station, wondering, okay, I have a first aid kit with me. Do they need it or do they not? Would I be a hindrance and a distraction to the scene, or would I be a help? And I sat in my truck for a minute, and then a Minnesota State Patrol car pulled up, and I thought, okay, that car has a first aid kit, and so I didn't intervene or didn't go to the scene with my first aid kit. And anyway, but he got hit by a car going 50 miles an hour, so there's a chance that his body and, well, his head might have been all bashed in. But he did die. I found it on the internet. He did die. I think he died at the scene or died in the ambulance. Anyway, that's another story. But okay, this is video number 2. I started recording a video after leaving Fleet Farm, and then I saw the gas price was low, and I thought, oh, I better fill up. So anyway, yeah, so my arms have been hurting more if I have sugar. Sugar causes inflammation. If I recorded 2 videos, I think summer or fall of 2018. I think it's titled, okay, where's that vehicle? SUV. I think it's titled something like Lyme disease supplements, number 1 and number 2. If you go through my list of videos, you'll find them. They're not very far down, but depending on the day, they're not always next to each other. So I take turmeric and curcumin supplements. Those are anti-inflammatory stimulants, and those counter what the lime and the sugar does. Lime causes inflammation. Sugar causes inflammation. Many other sweeteners cause inflammation. I get inflammation when I have stevia, which is a natural sweetener. And I'm just, I'm overwhelmed. I'm very, very, very overwhelmed and stressed out. I wish I could get some help. Just some help. I don't have any close friends. I have friends on Facebook, some of them live close by. Various friends, but I don't have any actual close friends. I haven't been a member of a church in, about 22 years. And I've asked my brothers for help over and over and over again. They just get mad at me. So, I did, one brother helped me for, I think, 2-3 hours. build a shelf in my storage. I think it was around August of 2014, or was it 2015? I don't know. And then another brother helped changing rear axles on my 2009 Ranger. I think it was February of 2015. That job would have cost me about $1,000 at a repair shop. And the rear axle that was in that truck was leaking out of 2 of the 3 seals. So, but little spotty rain showers. There's been on and off rain showers here and there this afternoon. It rained much of Wednesday. Thursday there was a grass fire that burned about 30 acres of grass, and I think it was near either New Richmond or Somerset, Wisconsin. Maybe they didn't get the rain on Wednesday, I don't know. But I gotta stop at and get some meat. It's the pure paleo protein that helps my brain function better. I think it helps my arms a little bit. And then meat protein helps my brain function better. All those poor people on motorcycles. And meat protein helps my arms. My doctor says I have malabsorption syndrome, and that's where your digestive system doesn't absorb nutrients as well as a regular person, so I have to eat more food to have the same amount of energy as another person. Well, plus I have Lyme, plus I have food intolerances, plus I'm hypoglycemic. And anyway, there was a Fleet Farm was busy. What else was I going to talk about? I need to figure out some kind of something to tether. I got a magnet mount that the phone is sitting on. If you ever going to get a phone holder for your vehicle, get a magnet mount. You just, with the kit installed, you just put this metal plate on the back of your phone, and you just plop right there. It's sucked right into the magnet. Works really well. But the magnet mount that I've got, I think I got it from Walmart, and it's one that just plugs into the cigarette lighter and has a charger, except the weight of the phone makes it want to move around like that. So, okay. Yeah, Mother's Day is tomorrow. Yeah, I'm friends on Facebook with a really nice, pretty woman out in San Francisco. Her name is Carolyn. I'll leave out her last name. And I think she said about 8 years ago, she got a bullseye rash, went into a hospital, and she asked I think she went there within a day of getting a bullseye rash on her body, went into a hospital because she was familiar with Lyme disease because she's worked as a nurse. She asked to be tested for Lyme. They refused to test her for Lyme. And she spent 2 years going from doctor to doctor asking to get tested for Lyme disease, until one doctor finally said, okay, I'll test you for that. And then she was treated for it, and then I think she was on antibiotics for about 3 years, and then she's been off. Now she's on disability. She's sick. She's been in and out of the hospital the last couple of weeks. She's been very, very sick. And her and I, we've exchanged private messages on Facebook and talked about our lives, and her and I have had similar things we've gone through in our lives. And but she said earlier this week she was in the hospital. She got up to get out of her room, walked into the hallway, and walked straight into a wall. She was so out of it. And I think it was Monday or Tuesday of this week, I went to my doctor, and I thought, well, what the heck, I'll buy 2 cans of the pure paleo protein powder. If you're not familiar with it, it's made by a company out in the eastern U.S. called Designs for Health, but I bought 2 of them. I thought, I got a little bit of more money right now, I'll buy 2. And then after her and I exchanged messages, I thought, she could really use this. She's probably having really bad brain fog. And so I offered it to her, and I think she said something like, are you sure? And I said, oh, no problem. And then I shipped it out through UPS just about an hour ago. But I remember was about the 2 weeks into March of 2015, my what I call Lyme dementia hit me. I mean, really, really bad brain fog. It was so bad I probably shouldn't have been driving. And I was starting to forget names of streets in the town I live in, and I've been delivering pizza here for 20 years, or 20 plus years. I was forgetting names of streets, was forgetting how to drive through town. I was having really sudden, very increased memory problems. And I went through that about 5 weeks before I emailed my doctor. I should have emailed my doctor faster. And he says, oh, take this pure paleo protein. And I took that, and my brain came back. And then I think within a week or 2 of that, I started my 9 months of pharmaceutical antibiotics. But I thought she needs this pure paleo protein a lot more than I do right now. So I hope it works for her. Okay, I'm at Quick Trip. Let's see, what was I going to do? I was going to stop and get some beef patties. Well, I don't know if I'm going to record video number 3 or not. We'll see. Alright, thanks for watching. See ya. Bye.